What's up, gamers? Here's part 2 to the Wii U video. It's more or less just showing off the rest of the actual DVD style case games that I have. Just, the regular retail copies, and then part 3 will actually be the big box Wii U games. So let's get started. First we got Watch Dogs. Terrible port to the Wii U. If you ever want to play this, don't play it on the Wii U. Awful port. The frame rate's super choppy. You got Batman, Arkham City, Armored Edition. This is a pretty good copy of the game. Probably, I would assume this is the actual one definitive Wii U game. Let's see. And we got Mass Effect 3, which I don't understand why EA does what they do, because I'm pretty sure it might have even been within a 2-week span. This was when I was working at GameStop when this came out. The trilogy one. I was working at GameStop, not when this came out. But when the trilogy came out, why wouldn't they have released it for the Wii U? I just don't understand that. It wouldn't have taken that much effort. I guarantee it wouldn't have, because they already had the whole thing developed onto one set of discs, and this holds, I think Wii U discs hold 25 gigs, so that probably would have held all 3 games on one disc. So, I don't know. Just weird that they did that. But this port's not terrible. It plays pretty well. It's a little choppy in some scenes, but definitely worth picking up. And you can get this for like $10, new. So, very cheap to get for the Wii U. This was a launch title from Ubisoft. Good game. Not the best, but it's decent to play. I would definitely play it on the Wii U, though, because of the gamepad features. I've played it on the PlayStation, and it looks better, but it doesn't play better. We got Black Ops 2. This was the last... Or no, I guess Ghost was the last Call of Duty we got on the Wii U. Both the Call of Duty ports on the Wii U are actually pretty good. Then you got Deus Ex. I love these games. So the weird story about this one was, when this got announced, this was supposed to be exclusive to the Wii U also, and it was only supposed to be $20. And then after a couple months, they announced it for the PS3 and the 360 also. And then they jacked the price up on the Wii U version, but they kept the other ones down at $20, which really pissed me off, so I didn't buy this till it was like $10 used. I'm tired of game developers thinking they can just screw over Nintendo fans. Like, I'm done with it. If you're going to do stupid shit like that, then I'm not buying your product till it's used. That's just how it's going to be. Let's see what else we got here. We got Ninja Gaiden 3. This was also a launch title. I got my Wii U on launch, so this is a really good game. So this was a Wii U exclusive also, and then about 8 or 9 months later, I think they put it on the PS3 and 360. This is probably one of the better looking games on the Wii U. The blood when you slice someone open, it looks amazing. It really does. Definitely another good game I would pick up, even if you're just playing the Wii U just to get like a couple games, not like actually actively collecting for it. This is a good version to pick up. It really is. Then we got Black Flag. So this is also another pretty terrible port on the Wii U, because it was realistically designed for next-gen consoles, not the Wii U. I played this on the PS4. This is a great game, though. So if you have the option to get it for Xbox One, PC, or PS4, go for that. But if you only own a Wii U, then it's not terrible, but it is pretty choppy. Let's see. Wonderful 101. This is a good exclusive. Very overlooked. This probably should have been in my speculative rare pile on the other video, but I think this might potentially be kind of rarish one day. This is a platinum game, obviously. Good game. Obviously, the guy looks like Beautiful Joe, kind of, which was also made by Platinum before they were Platinum. I'd love to see another Beautiful Joe game, too, but probably not going to happen. Yeah, definitely very colorful game. Pretty hard, to be honest. This is like a $60 game that's worth it, because it's not 60 anymore. You can probably get this for like $15. But when this came out, I bought it new, and this was after one of the many droughts of the horrible Wii U life. But yeah, definitely a good game to play. Probably beat it in, I don't know, 10 hours or so. Very difficult game though, but pretty fun. Alright, and of course, for the Wii U, I believe there's only like 4, maybe 5 sports titles. I mean, this isn't your traditional Madden or anything like that, but EA Sports Connection, not a great game. Kind of like a Wii Sports ripoff, sort of. And that was what, Ubisoft? Oh, yeah. Ubisoft supported the Wii U a lot. A lot of these titles, again, Ubisoft. Just Dance 4. This didn't have the special edition, but all the other Just Dances did. And then here's like a trilogy. I think there might be one other Skylanders games. I'm not going for the big boxes on these. Like, I don't collect Skylanders or anything like that, but may as well get all these. And these were $4.99, $6.99. I think this one was like $1.99 because I think this is the one that came out at launch, because there was a white Wii U Swap Force bundle at launch, or close to it. So that must be the oldest Skylanders that was on the Wii U. And I guess these two go together too. So I went and bought this for like $20, and this is the first one. Funny thing was, I went to buy them both at the same time, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have the disc for it." And then they threw this in the trash can. I was like, "Well, can I just have that since it's like manual and case?" And they're like, "Yeah, we don't care. It's less shit for us to throw away." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." Let's see. And then we got Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2013. Gotta be honest, I haven't played this a lot yet. I remember Adam Korlick doing a video on this saying that it was pretty fun. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll get around to playing it. I got this at Goodwill for like $10. It was still sealed too, but I did open it, obviously. I'm not one of those collectors that keeps a lot of stuff sealed. I mean, if you're gonna buy it, you may as well play it. Unless you're buying like a sealed Earthbound, like you may as well just open it. Assassin's Creed 3. This was actually a good port. This was a launch title too. So for launch, I got Ninja Gaiden, this, Zombie U, and New Super Mario U. And that held me off for a good couple months because I played the crap out of this. This was honestly one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds. I think this is more of an underrated one. I don't feel like a lot of people give this one a lot of credit. I might be a little biased because I'm American and it's obviously based in the American, I guess it was the Civil War. Well, no. I honestly can't remember what time era it was based. It was like in the 17 or 1800s. Or no, I guess this is the war against England is what it was. So that was like the 1812s. Yeah, so the early 1800s. So good game though. Definitely, this is actually a good port on the Wii U, and I'm pretty sure this might even run at 900 or 1080p on the Wii U, which is pretty surprising. This is another game that probably should have been in the speculative rare pile. Darksiders 2, this is like the definitive edition because it comes with like all the extra stuff. This is a pretty good port. This runs really well on the Wii U. I guess I should probably take that off at some point. Bought this new back in the day. So they actually just announced Darksiders 1 for the Wii U, which I'm pretty excited for because I never actually played it because it never came out on the Wii. So good game to get if you can find it. This is starting to become a little rare to find in stores, at least. You can probably get it on Amazon somewhere or like Best Buy or that kind of stuff. This is the only Lego game that I actually currently have. I need to start getting more of those, but they're not really hard to find. So, actually, I have Lego City Undercover, but that's different in the sense that it's not like one of these series games. These you can get all these really cheap too, like $5-10. And then Call of Duty Ghosts, which I think this was the last Call of Duty on the Wii U. They only had Black Ops in this, and I think this came out afterwards. Not really the greatest Call of Duty, but I don't know, it's not terrible either. It's worth a playthrough, you know. I think this is the one with the dog. Yeah, I remember that. This is the one with the dog where you walk around and stuff. It's an interesting thing to play as. NES Remix Pack. This is the original print. This is I remember buying both these as download content before they even announced this was going to be a release. I never really buy DLC or download games because I'm a collector and I just want physical copies. And if you're not going to release it physically, I don't really want to support you. But this, I remember when this came out, I was kind of pissed because I was like, I spent $30 on the Wii U eShop to get them, and then it was $30 again. But whatever. They made this for the 3DS too, which I think it actually plays differently. I could be wrong, but I don't have the 3DS version because the 3DS one's actually kind of hard to find now. So I don't have that one. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Very good game. Incredibly, insanely difficult. Haven't even beat it yet. I think I'm probably on the 4th or 5th world, maybe. The graphics on this game are fantastic, though. Donkey Kong Country 1 was the first video game I ever played for the Super. And, yeah, so Donkey Kong obviously holds a special spot in my heart. So I was very excited when they did this and Donkey Kong Country Returns. And then there's 3 Sonic games for the Wii U. This was, oh yeah, I guess this was a launch title too, but I didn't get it on launch day, I don't think. Or I might have, I can't remember. Or very close to it. And I think they were all the bonus edition, which came with Metal Sonic, I think it was. Where is it? Does it say it on here? Oh yeah. Metal Sonic. Are you going to focus? No, of course not. Yeah, but it came with like Metal Sonic and extra track, and I guess it came with Danica Patrick and Ralph too. Well, they probably all came with that because that was right when Wreck-It Ralph came out. This is a really good game. Honestly, this is probably, I wouldn't say as good as Mario Kart 8, but definitely better than Mario Kart Wii, and maybe even better than Mario Kart 7. Maybe, but definitely not as good as 8, but very good, worth picking up. You can get this for all the systems too. 360, PS3, Wii U, maybe even the Wii. I'm not positive on that. This was okay of a game. Not the greatest either, but definitely better than the other last Sonic that we got on the Wii U. We all know this is a bad game, but I had to add it to the collection at some point. Hyrule Warriors. I really never got into the Warriors games. The only ones that ever really remotely interested me were the Gundam ones, just because I'm a huge Gundam Wing fan, which even those I don't own because they're still incredibly expensive for the PS3. They're like $25 usually at GameStop, so too rich for my blood. This was a good game. I really would like them to release a like new edition of it with like all the DLC on the disc. That and Mario Kart and Smash Bros. And I don't really know what else. Well, I guess Splatoon doesn't really matter. But like, I would love to see Nintendo release those with all the DLC on the disc, so that once the Wii U eShop is finally down, like I'll still be able to, in case my Wii U ever breaks down, you know, get a new Wii U and then pop it in and still have the DLC. That's why I don't like modern gaming, because DLC, like the original Xbox, Star Wars Battlefront, you know, those had DLC levels for 1 and 2 actually, and now you can't even get them. You can't even get them on Steam either, because I think that was what GameSpy, and they're shut down. But you know, I had them on my old Xbox. My old Xbox crashed, so now I don't even have the DLC levels. It's just something. It's just stupid like that that like makes me kind of hate DLC. Like I like it; it's necessary evil to get more content, but it just kind of sucks because as soon as the servers go down for that system, your system breaks, you're not getting it back. So, but yeah, I would like to see them make like definitive edition discs or whatever. This was the pack-in title for all the Black Wii U Pro Editions, I think they were called. Was it Pro Edition? I can't remember. But I honestly really enjoyed this. The Metroid one, super fun. The Zelda one, pretty fun. The Pikmin one, I played the crap out of. Yeah, honestly, this is a really fun game. Like, if you haven't given this a shot, you really should play it. So, I don't think the Wii U's come with this anymore. I could be wrong, but either way, give it a shot. It's a good game. And then we've got Mario 3D World. This is the regular edition. I had the Game of the Year, which comes with the red book, or the red DVD case. Good game, but I don't know. I just want like another normal, not in space Mario. Like everyone wants Galaxy 3. I'll be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Galaxy games. I'd like to get. I'm one of those oddballs who actually loves Sunshine. I'd love to see Sunshine 2, or at least an HD remake. You know, this is good and more fun with people. Probably, I would say this is better of a 2-player game. 4 is just too hectic. Same with like the new Super Mario ones. It's just too hectic with 4 people. Because nothing can be accomplished when you're playing with that many people. But I mean, I guess you're just kind of screwing around when you're doing it with that many people anyway. But Definitely worth owning, though. This game. I think this is a very underrated game for the Wii U. I remember when this came out, and it had like 8 of those, treasure tracker levels in the 3D world. I loved them. And I said to myself, I was like, I want Nintendo to make that into a full game. And then when they finally announced it, I was super excited. This is a fun game. Like, this is probably in my top 10 on the Wii U, no joke. Maybe even top 5. Like, it is really fun. It's just simple, easy, really fun gameplay. I'd like to see them make a sequel on the NX. And we got Pokken Tournament, which is a very good fighting game. I really enjoy it. I played the crap out of it. I do like the special controllers that came out for it. They're pretty good. I do have the rare Pikachu one. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know if I'm actually going to. I do have a normal white one too, but and the initial copies came with the amiibo, which I'm also not going to open because you can just scan it right through there, so you don't need to. But yeah, this is also another, I would say, a must pick up. This is definitely, because the Wii U only has, that I can think of, maybe a handful of fighters. Melee, this, and Injustice. Like, we didn't even get graced with having Mortal Kombat on our system, which I would have killed for, because I still haven't played the new one. I love Mortal Kombat. For some reason, Mortal Kombat has stayed pretty high up in price, which I don't really understand, but launch title, good game. Again, not really fun to play with 4 people. More of a 2-player game. Mario and Luigi, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't need the Toads. Obviously worth buying too. This is probably relatively cheap at this point, because this was 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, or no, I guess 4 years ago. Getting close to the end of the video here. We got Shovel Knight, which I loved it for this reason alone. Look at this huge manual, and it's in full color. And the artwork in there too, like, yeah, good stuff. I have the Shovel Knight for the Vita coming soon too, which I'm pretty excited for, to be able to take that on the go. I never supported this game until they had physical copies, because that's just how it is, but I did always want it, and now that they did physical, I finally got them. This was probably the best new IP of the 8th generation. A really surprising twist on like shooters and shooter mechanics. I played this a good bit. My one cousin played the crap out of this. He got to the max level, maxed out like every gun, got all the clothes. He did like every Splatfest for like a year. And I think the Splatfests are finally finished. I'm not positive on that, but the art style in this, just experiencing this is a really fantastic game, because just like watching the paint splat together and like mix together and just like all that kind of stuff, like, it's just a beautiful game. And to think like the Wii U's kind of crappy and this and that, but I don't know. There's obviously some talented developers at Nintendo that can make some good stuff, because this game is beautiful. It really is. I highly imagine we'll see a sequel to this, or a definitive edition on the NX, probably within the first year and a half, because they need to capitalize on the new franchise as quick as they can to keep it like fresh and like keep people interested in it, in my opinion. All right, and Mario Kart 8, good game. Not hard to find, obviously. Pretty good graphics. Again, I wish all the DLC would be on the disc. It would be nice. And one of the other fighting games is Injustice. This was a good port on the Wii U. I don't think they got the DLC for this on the Wii U. And if they did, it was like super late, because I never got it. And the final game that you definitely should own is Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. The art style in this game is fantastic, with the clay animations and stuff. Beautiful game. Definitely a must-buy. But that'd be it for today, gamers. Until next time.